Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about the static CMOS. So static CMOS circuits are complementary NMOS pull down and PMOS pull up networks. We have seen this in our last lectures. Now how are static CMOS designed? So designers accustomed to and OR functions must learn to think in terms of NAND and NOR to take the advantage of static CMOS. So what are the static CMOSs we have learned? It is NAND and NOR. So to design the static CMOS, the designers have to think to design the circuits in terms of NAND and NOR. In manual circuit design, it is often done through the bubble pushing. Compound gates are practically useful to perform complex function with relatively low logic efforts. With a particular input, when a particular input is known to be latest, the gate can be optimized to favor that input. Similarly, when either the rising or falling edge is known to be more critical, the gate can be optimized to favor the edge. Now coming to the bubble pushing. So how is bubble pushing done? So CMOS stages are inherently inverting. So and OR functions must be built from NAND and NOR gate. So how to build the AND and OR gate? To build the AND and OR gate in static CMOS, we have to build it from the NAND and NOR gates. So now here we can see this is the NAND gate. This dot sign is of AND, and this the bar above is used for NAND gate. So this will give us A bar plus B bar. So this will give AND gate. So this NAND gate will give us the NOR gate, and from the NOR gate we can get the NAND gate using the De Morgan's law. So the relationships are illustrated graphically. In figure 1, a NAND gate is equivalent to an OR of inverted inputs. So this is the OR gate where the inputs are inverted, and the NOR gate is equivalent to the AND of inverted inputs. So the NOR gate will give us equivalent to the inverted AND gate, and the NAND gate will give us the inverted OR gate using the static CMOS and using it with the help of De Morgan's law. So with the same relationship applies to the gate with more inputs. So here we have considered only of 2 inputs, but same can be followed for more than 2 inputs. Now switching between these representations is easy to do on whiteboard and is often called as bubble pushing. So this is called as bubble pushing. So how can we get the AND and OR gate using in static CMOS? What we have to do is use the De Morgan's law on the NAND gate and the NOR gate. So the NAND gate will give us the OR gate with the inverted inputs, and the NOR gate will give us the AND gate with the inverted inputs. So this is all about the static CMOS. Now we are going to see about one of the example. Now here we have to design a circuit to compute F equals to AB plus CD using the NAND and NOR gate. So here AB is what it is, a AND gate. Here CD is a AND gate with two inputs, and what we have to do is using the OR gate we have to combine this. So what we have to do this using the NAND and NOR gates. Now we will see how can we do this. By the inspection, the circuit consists of 2 ANDs and an OR. So in figure 6.3a and 6.3b, the ANDs and ORs are converted to the basic CMOS stages. So this firstly we have drawn the basic diagram of how this will be constructed. So this is the AND gate with AB inputs, this is AND gate with CD inputs, and using the OR gate we have combined it. Now how will we draw this using the basic CMOS gates? Here we have drawn a NAND gate. Again here we have drawn a NAND gate. Then using for a NAND gate we have given a NOT gate with inverted input. Again we have drawn a OR gate, and again we have drawn the NOR gate, and for NOR gate we have given the inverted NOT gate. Now In figure 6.3 C and D, bubble pushing is used to simplify the logic of 3 NAND gates. Now here what happened is, here the NAND gates are used. So how in C and D, we have used bubble pushing to simplify it. So here we have used, here 2 NAND gates are as it is. Then what happens is, here the NOT gates we have combined it and then used it as a OR gate, and again of this OR gate, for this OR gate, this inverted input is directly given as this NOT gate is given as directly as the inverted input to this OR gate, and then again a NOT gate is applied. And again by simplifying this, at the final stage we need the symbol as in terms of NAND and NOR gate. Now here we have given the 2 NAND gates. So because here both these are inverted, so only here we can keep it like that, and this NOR gate with inverted input will just this OR gate. So we will start this example once again. So what we have to do is AB plus CD. Now what happens? First we have drawn AB AND gate, CD AND gate, and a OR gate for AB plus CD, and this will give us F. Now what we do in next step is, AND gate is equals to, here we have drawn an AND gate plus a inverted NOT gate. So this is equivalent to a NAND gate. Now again similarly we have done here, and for NOR gate what we have done is, we have drawn a NOR gate, and the output of NOR gate will be given as the inverted input to the NOR gate. So this is our second stage. Now what happens here is, this we have removed this NOT gate. We know that the what is the output of the NOT gate? It is the inverted. So for 0 it will give us 1, for 1 it will give us 0. Now instead of applying or drawing all NOT gate, we have done is applied the inverted input directly to the NOR gate. So here we have NAND gate, then again we have inverted input applied to the NOR gate, and the output of the NOR gate will be given to the as an inverted input to the NOT gate. Again as the input is inverted, it will, what happen is, it will give the opposite output. So that's why here we remove the NOT gate and even the bubble from here. So that is why at the output what we get is a NOR gate and a NAND gate.